2C, sorry.
Ciao Ettore, sono Massimo. Al di là del risultato, è stata la partita che volevate fare? Siete stati all'altezza di quello che pensavate o forse anche un po' più sopra? Perché comunque
Un po' più?
un po' di più. Gli avete messo paura, li avete sfidati, a un certo punto avevate la partita in mano, forse avete fatto anche più di quello, non so, che pensavate prima, perché il primo tempo è stato veramente difficile, siete rimasti attaccati, ma il secondo, insomma, la partita l'avete fatta voi.
Can I answer in Italian?
Yes, there's translation.
Penso che la squadra è andata probabilmente oltre i propri limiti. Nel secondo tempo abbiamo deciso di far giocare, o meglio, di fare le nostre rotazioni sulla base di cercare atletismo e un rendimento difensivo, che nel primo tempo secondo me non era stato all'altezza. Credo che abbiamo giocato anche con un quintetto piccolo, con Vlado da 4, abbiamo certamente lavorato meglio sui loro attacchi di posizione in post basso. Siamo arrivati a un possesso da vincere contro una squadra che ci aveva sempre battuto e soprattutto che ci aveva dato un segnale, diciamo, di una squadra contro cui facevamo veramente molta fatica a giocare. Oggi abbiamo fatto fatica, però credo che a un certo punto l'avevamo anche girata. E quando poi giochi sui possessi, voglio dire, viene decisa da episodi, come ti dicevo.
Thank you, coach. Next question here, please.
Mi interessano due cose, se è possibile. Mi piacerebbe sapere il lavoro che hai svolto nell'intervallo, quando Milano, la tua squadra, nel terzo cambia faccia, diventa la squadra che forse tu sei abituata a vedere. E qual è la lezione che tu puoi trarre da questa sconfitta così amara, colta all'ultimo secondo, come spesso capita nel basket?
Guarda, la questione dell'intervallo è che credo che tante volte, sai, noi prepariamo una partita e quando non abbiamo, ci sono delle volte che giochi contro una squadra con cui è difficile avere punti di riferimento e quindi magari hai preparato A o B e ti accorgi nel primo tempo che è meglio forse fare B e C. In questo devo dire che cerchiamo nell'intervallo di parlare con la squadra e di vedere che cosa possiamo cambiare o provare a fare diversamente, e in questo la squadra è estremamente flessibile e molto attenta, devo dire, che è una qualità non da poco. Ci sono tante volte squadre che iniziano e finiscono la partita nella stessa maniera. E invece questi ragazzi, soprattutto grazie ai più esperti, hanno la flessibilità di provare o quantomeno di capire dove si può mettere le mani. Quindi devo dirti che il merito è al 99% loro e non per fare il buonista. Sul fatto della lezione, credo che più che una lezione è un qualche cosa che, diciamo, sappiamo, abbiamo capito durante l'anno, che la fisicità e l'atletismo sono sempre di più una condizio sine qua non se vuoi vincere a questo livello europeo. È fondamentale. Loro hanno girato la partita nel secondo tempo quando hanno avuto nell'ultimo quarto, quando hanno avuto la disciplina difensiva di cambiare con grande fisicità grazie a Brandon Davis, e in attacco hanno cominciato a martellarci vicino a canestro con Mirotic, e queste sono state le due cose che ci hanno messo in grossa difficoltà. D'altra parte, diciamo, lo sapevamo, per alcuni momenti, cioè, sai che con loro devi anche avere ottime percentuali se vuoi provare a vincere la partita. Purtroppo negli ultimi 2 o 3 minuti non ne abbiamo avute.
Thank you, coach. We'll make 2 more questions here on side. We move to the remote media there. Please, one here in the center and then at the left.
Hello, Coach.
Yes.
Uroš Ansulak from Socrates Magazine. Coach, I think it's safe to say that competing at the Final Four was a big step ahead for Milano and Italian basketball. I would like to ask personally, how would you remember this season moving forward? Did you think Szyszkowska's missed shot at 09 when Kevin Panther misses the last shot?
Thank you, Mr. Negative, for coming out with such a great memories. I really appreciate. It's really encouraging. No, I will not kill myself like I didn't kill me when Siska missed that shot, because Siska helped us to win some EuroLeague. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And I think it's been an incredible run, regardless how it will be the last minute, the last game. I mean, we will play 41 games at the end. I think we competed with everybody. Even the only team that beat us twice, today at least we showed ourselves that we had a chance, and we'll move on. And we'll try to be better next year and hopefully be back in the playoffs and see what happens. Thank you.
Thank you. Last question there, please.
Buenas noches, Marc Mundet en directo para RACU en Barcelona. Quería hacer una simple valoración del partido en castellano, cómo lo ha vivido, especialmente estas últimas dos jugadas, ¿no? En la que ha estado la clave del encuentro. Gracias.
Que nosotros hemos fallado un tiro con Panther, un muy buen tiro, con un jugador que había metido mucho a lo largo de todo el partido. Ellos metieron una canasta con Corey Higgins. Ha sido un partido, yo creo, muy bonito por los que lo han visto y con muchos cambios de liderazgo y jugando, creo, con gran actitud física por parte de los dos equipos. Ha sido un partido que personalmente me hace orgulloso porque en los dos partidos anteriores sufrimos mucho. Hoy hemos sufrido, pero hemos competido a un nivel más alto. A decir que en los últimos meses hemos aprendido, hemos mejorado y merecemos estar aquí. Eso es lo más importante. Y ahora esto para nosotros puede ser incluso una motivación más para mejorarnos para el año que viene. Gracias. Thank you all.
If you don't mind, we go for one question from remote media.
Sure.
Yeah. Antonis Strovilakis from Eurohoops. Please go ahead.
Hello, coach.
Hello.
Kevin Panther scored 23 points. Savon Shields had 11 points, excuse me. Zach Ledey had 8 points in the short period he played. I'd like to ask you, what do you think of the performance of Milano's Final Four rookies in this game? And what do you think that they might say for the future that Milano has in EuroLeague and the future that Milano has to continue remaining at this top level of EuroLeague?
Oh, well, I think the three played I think an important role in our game, like they've been doing all year. I think they met the challenge that Barcelona was presenting them and us, and I'm very happy of how they performed, behaved, and I know that they are people we can continue to keep counting on, especially in the playoffs of the Italian League, which are, of course, our main goal for the year. And as for the future, I have no idea. I think we have a good chance to get better. Of course, it will be an interesting summer like it is for everybody. Everybody will try to get better, either improving the players with proper practices or adding maybe more weapons to the team. We'll try our best. We're not, as you will know, we're not one of the top, let's say, teams in terms of possibility, because we have a determined budget and we will keep using that. But I mean, I'm confident that we will continue to grow, and hopefully we will be back to the playoffs next year and try again to make it to the Final Four. It's not going to be easy because every year is more and more difficult. But I think we are. There are a lot of things that are not only contrast or X and O's. There are a lot of things that are based, I think, on togetherness, values of the organization, vision of the organization, and I think in that regard, we're in a very good place.
Grazie, coach.
Prego.
That's Antonis. Thank you very much, coach.
Thank you, Tomas. Thank you so much.
dar la orden de que estamos...
¿Yo estoy bien así? ¿O tengo que empujar algo? ¿Estoy bien así? ¿O tengo que...
Bien, sí. Good evening. We are with Coach Saruna Jasikevičius from FC Barcelona. Coach, if you don't mind to make an opening remark about the game before we go to Q&A for the media.
Yes, good evening. Congratulations to our players and fans with this win. A little bit strange game, to tell you the truth. A little bit game that we didn't expect. In the sense where I thought it would be difficult to score against Milano, and I thought that in the two games we played pretty solid defense against them, and in the Final Four with the right mentality, I thought that we will be able to stop them a little bit better. We were not able to. The game in that, for me, we always talking about details, and that's the most important for me, because I believe at the end this is what makes a difference. We did not do the details very good. We did not do the fouls any good. We understand the strong hands of Milano players and where they're trying to get, which spots they're trying to get, and we were not able to stop them, which shows our defensive numbers, 24, 18, and 29 with 7 3-point shots. It's just too much. We dug ourselves in a hole. You have to give players a lot of credit. They kept the head straight. We had some foul trouble at the same time where we dug deep, and the fourth quarter was probably defensively is what changed something. 11 points. It's it's a great job against Milano, but the quarters like 24 and 29, we just cannot afford. You guys all talking before the Final Four about Barca's defense. Barca's defense was not really existent today until the fourth quarter, and that's why we struggle. We need to build something from the defense, and we have 48 hours to prepare against possible best offensive team in the EuroLeague, and if we don't play top level defense, we will have a tough time.
Thank you, Coach. Questions, please raise your hand and say your name and name of the media you represent. First row here, please.
Sí, coach, buenas noches. Marc Mundet, RACU, en directo ahora mismo. Quería preguntarle un poco por el final del partido.
¿Por él?
El final de partido
sí.
de hoy. ¿Cómo el equipo ha sacado el carácter y ha sabido rehacerse de dos situaciones especialmente complicadas? Una, el propio juego, el ver que Milano ha apretado en la salida del descanso, y después la lesión de Nick, que ha sido un palo muy duro. ¿Cómo valora usted ese comeback que dicen en inglés?
Sí.
Gracias.
Bueno, yo creo que hay que solo ver los números, ¿no? Que hemos dejado 11 puntos en minutos más decisivos. Sí que en este momento Milano ya tenía muchísima confianza, sobre todo esos tiradores que son capaces de meter estos puntos súper difíciles, que hemos parado bastante bien en temporada regular, pero bueno, como hemos siempre hablado, es la nueva historia, ¿no? Cada partido. Sí, yo creo que también hay que destacar a Corey Higgins, que tiene experiencia en este tipo de partidos. Es normal que uno de los 10 o 11 jugadores de rotación, uno o dos, se va a meter con problemas de faltas y hay que convivir con esto. Y yo creo que Corey tiene esta madurez para seguir centrado en banquillo, animando, ayudando y luego salir a la pista y hacer lo que le toca. Así que claramente sus dos tiros que mete en último cuarto son muy importantes para nosotros, y claro, a meter una canasta ganadora en un Final Four es increíble.
Thank you, Coach. More questions, please. Here to the right, second row.
Congratulations, Coach. Aris Barkas from Eurohoops. I know it's really early, but is there any update about the injury of Nikolafis?
No, we don't have an update as of right now.
More questions? Yeah, please.
Akgün, Eurohoops Turkey. Coach, just like you said, Barca's defense was actually, quoting you, was not existing today at some quarters. And you're saying that it's going to be difficult to play against FS, which can be the best offensive team in EuroLeague. And now with the uncertainty over Calates, it's going to be a tough game. What do you expect from that game against FS?
Well, we need to come up with our best defensive performance. Right now, we just beat Milano. We still have 48 hours until that. It's a lot of time. It's like we said before this game, like I'm saying right now, it's a brand new game. We have to go again, regroup. We have to understand, first of all, what we didn't do well, how we can do it better, and then we need to concentrate on, at some points, the strong things about effort. And like I said, we in EuroLeague final. It's going to be difficult. It always is.
Thank you. Next, please.
Sí, Catalunya Radio, coach, Salón de Jasikevičius aquí. Al final, pregunta la defensa. Usted ha sido muy crítico al final del partido con la defensa de su equipo. Acababan de clasificarse para la final. ¿Qué es lo que no le ha gustado en los dos últimos cuartos, sobre todo, y en los dos primeros, perdón, del partido, en que han recibido 40 puntos, pero han ganado, han pasado a la final?
Sí, estamos contentos de ganar, pero siempre decimos a lo largo de temporada que es muy importante aprender, aunque ganando, ojalá no perdiendo. Son muy fuertes yendo a derecha, los jugadores de Milano sigue yendo a derecha todas las veces, ha ido a izquierda muy pocas veces anotando. Esto era plan, no hemos conseguido llegar a los chicos. Son grandísimos tiradores de línea de 3 puntos. Estamos sabiendo cuál es la clave de línea de 3 puntos en baloncesto moderno. Ahora mismo una cosa que se dice mejor 2 que 3, pues no hemos conseguido hacer esto tampoco. Ellos han tirado muchísimos triples y con un acierto muy grande, ¿no? De 47%, metiendo 11 triples. Detalles también hemos fallado. La verdad que resulta difícil ser un poco negativo, pero bueno, estoy muy contento, confíame. Estoy contentísimo que estamos en una final de Euroliga. Pero estaré más contento si nosotros podemos aprender de cada equipo, de cada partido que estamos jugando.
Thank you, Coach. More questions? We got one here. Next one at the back.
Hi, Coach Massimo Pisa, La Repubblica from Italy. Just wanted to know, how did you live those last 10 seconds from Kevin Punter's shot to...
We have the ball or we don't have the ball? Which 10 seconds? Because when we have the ball, I'm already calm. We have the overtime.
From Kevin Punter's shot to Corey Higgins' shot.
Oh, Listen, at this point of the game is already broken. It's in the hands of nobody. You have zero control. Kevin Punter had a great look. Obviously, one of the best shooters in the EuroLeague. He goes in. It's very difficult. At the same time, we at least make him dribble. This was the game plan all the time, but he could be hitting pull-up shots. He's one of the best in that, and then Corey solves the game. Like I said, it's, we move on. We move on, and we must learn. We must learn.
Next, please.
Give Mr. Inter a question, my friend.
Pietro Scibetta, yeah.
Simone Inzaghi,
Simone Inzaghi. Tactical-wise, Coach Messina gave a lot of credit for the last quarter, for the defense and the effort the big men did, especially Brandon Davis. What did you miss in the third quarter? I mean, in the first half, the defense was not excellent as we are used to see, but okay. The Milan had a couple of big threes to stay alive. What did bother you the most in the third quarter?
Well, this is what I said. 3 is worse for us than 2. Therefore, they were shooting a bunch of threes, going to the right. Offensive rebounds, which Milano took a lot. Yes, it's part of the strategy because we're trying to switch all, not to give them the ball movement, not to give them the three-point shot. So it's a little bit of my fault. I understand this and the weaknesses that each defensive schemes present. But, offensively, we were prepared to play against this type of defense. Milano played exactly this type of defense that we prepared, and we were not successful in punishing some situations. Also, they pushed us out of some spots in case you want to receive the ball on the three-point line. We were receiving the ball 2 meters away, which gives you difficulties to attack. I mean, I just thought that they were a little bit more tougher than we were today.
Next one, please.
Hola, Saras, ¿qué tal? Raúl Fuentes de Radio Marca.
Claro.
Enhorabuena por la victoria.
Gracias.
De cara al domingo, os conocéis mucho los dos equipos, pero llegados a este punto de la temporada, ¿se puede sorprender de alguna manera nueva al rival o no?
Bueno, no lo vamos a intentar, esto es seguro, ¿no? Pequeños detalles que igual te puede sorprender. Estuvimos a lo largo de 2 semanas que teníamos antes de Final Four probando algunas cosas, pensando en los 3 rivales posibles, porque mañana ya no te da tiempo casi para nada. Pero yo quiero sobre todo dejar todo en la pista, ¿no? Que no le dejamos nada fácil. Efes es un grandísimo equipo, tiene muchísimo talento, y si lo dejamos algunas cosas fáciles como hemos dejado hoy, yo creo que será muy difícil, ¿no? Yo creo que tenemos que hacer que ellos trabajen lo máximo posible para todo, hacer cosas muy difíciles que no sean cómodos. Bueno, jugar un poco de baloncesto de Barça, que para mí todo empieza de defensa, que claramente hoy no he conseguido llegar a mis chicos en algunas situaciones.
We do one more question here, and then we move to remote media. Please, here at the center.
Uro Zansulak, Socrates Magazine. Coach, congrats.
Thank you.
Anadolu Efes coach Ergin Ataman said this just after CSKA win. I believe Shane Larkin will play his real game in the final. Tonight he had some mental problems, and he will get us through finals, and we will be champions because with his help. What would be your comment on that?
Do you want me to comment on what Ergin said about what's going on inside his team?
No, he basically said we are going to win championship with Shane Larkin.
We live in democracy. Everybody can say whatever we want. So, I mean...
Thank you. We go to remote media. The first question is from Lithuania, Donatas Urbonas from Fifth
Here we
Minutes.
go. Get some native language stuff going on.
Labas vakaras, Šarūnas.
Labas vakaras.
Lietuvos su patikimu Eurolygos finalą, bet paklausiu angliškai, kad neskriaus kolegų.
Okay.
I have 2 questions for you, if you don't mind. Considering how difficult that EuroLeague beast is and how competitive the EuroLeague was this year, what it means for you to make the EuroLeague final in your first season with Barcelona? And the next question is about Nick Kalatis, and can you be more in detail about his season and overall making that hard transition from being the alpha guy in Panathinaikos and now adjusting to completely different style of basketball, but tonight playing one of these, highest scoring games of the season, having a solid offensive stretch starting from the late playoff series against Zenit?
Well, you're talking about the club like Barca. We don't have the time to build the project. Everybody is asking you to win in the first year, to come to the biggest stages of the European basketball, to come on the biggest stages of the Spanish basketball. We're trying to do that. There is no time for transition years. So this is what we're trying to do right now to the best of our abilities. It's true about the second question that we're asking Nick to be, the part of the main players that needs to decide the game for Barcelona, but not to be the main player. In Panathinaikos, he was the main player. Everything was revolving around him. And, we here lucky enough to have a roster with very talented players. And we're trying the best not to depend on one player in any given night. We're trying to find the solutions for that evening. and whoever has feeling the best feelings and whoever has in the best shape right now, we got to ride that player, we got to ride the hot hand, and I'm, as a coach, I'm very lucky to have these incredible offensive options. The main point about Nick Kalathis is nobody talking about his defensive ability. All right, everybody's talking about the number of assists he does, how he runs the team, how he's very amazing and the highlight passer. This is very nice for the Instagram, for the Facebook, but for the coach, for me, it's I want to talk more about his defensive presence, the pressure that he puts on the opposing point guards, and the size that he has from the point guard position. So he is our first line of defense, and nobody talks about that.
Thank you, Coach. We go with one last question from Italy. Francesco Bertoli, please, from Basketball Evolution.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity. Congratulations, Coach. I got only one question. It's about the game of Leandro Bolmaro, 27 minutes, a lot of responsibilities. And can you talk about his game? And he had a clutch shot in his hand. He missed it, but show a lot of personality. Thank you.
Yeah, well, in that clutch shot, he was in the wrong position, so we'll talk about that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, but listen, you know, you have to go, not really the coach who, you know, everybody talking about experience this, experience that all the time. It's very important who is playing good at that moment. If you're following Barca, Leandro Bolmaro been our one of best players over the last 1 month, showing incredible maturity. We also see him every day in practice, where he was one of the best players all through the year. At the beginning, we were not really giving him so many minutes and trying to go with a little bit more veteran players, but this is what the great personalities do. They find a way to find their minutes. He was always the first one in our drills. He was always the first one in our competitions and practice. And last month, he's just playing unbelievable basketball.
Thank you very much, Coach, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys.